Yes. Happy morning, children. Hope you all are doing safe and good. Okay. So, even today, we are going to continue the same chapter, that is the rise of nationalism in Europe. Okay. Till now, whatever the concept we have learnt, guys, one small suggestion: once you complete watching all the videos together, read the entire chapter. Then it will be easy for you people to understand the flow of the chapter. Okay, so here I'm not explaining according to whatever it is there in your textbook. I'm just explaining based on the incidents which has been happened. Okay, so that's the reason. First you see all the the entire chapter videos, then you just go for the study. And the one more thing, children, it is very much important in your history. Only 3 chapters we have got, so give importance for all the 3 chapters. It is very much important. Okay, then it will be easy for you to get the good score. Okay, and the next thing we are going to see now, it is about the making of nationalism in Europe. Okay, the making of nationalism in Europe, now we are starting, and we are going to see about the conservatism and the revolt. So how this conservatism started and the revolt. So we are going to see national identity and the social culture, conservatism in the year of 1815, the Vienna settlement we are going to see. Then what do you mean by censorship? Age of revolutions, Greek war of independence. I don't think so. Today only we can complete all the concepts together. Let me try. And economic hardships and revolt. How people were struggling, we are going to see. Yes, children. Coming to the national identity and the social structure. What do you mean by the national identity? The word identity, and how the social structure, and how that means how the people were structured in the society, that we are going to see now. Okay, so as I told you people in the beginning, everywhere in the whole world, the maximum the countries were under the autocratic control, that is the monarchies. That is what here they are telling. The autocratic monarchies ruled diverse people. So they were ruling the diverse people, that means the different kinds of people. So I gave an example of India also. So even in India, the different rulers were there. Different the rulers were there. They were ruling the different empires and the dynasties. But do you think all people were similar? No. So within India only we can see the diversified culture, diversified language, everything. Yes or no? So coming to the India, we can see the different languages: Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, Telugu, Gujus, Hindi, different kinds of languages, different kinds of culture, religion, everything. So same way there also the monarchies, the kings who are ruling the diverse people, and no common identity or the culture. So as I told you people, the different languages. So how it will be the similar culture they'll be following, similar identity will be there. So the different kind of identity and the culture was there. There was no commonality among the people. And the Habsburg Empire had both German and Italian speaking people. So as I told you people, they had a different language speaking people, different cultured people. So they are giving one example, that is the Habsburg Empire. So coming to the Habsburg Empire, they were, including the both the German and Italian speaking people were there. So this is one of the example they are taking. And Matthew was speaking in Hungary and Polish in Galicia. So here what happened, the different places, the different languages were speak. Okay, the people were speaking the different languages in the different places. That is what here they are telling. That means the different kind of social structure was there, and there was no similarity among the people. And the next thing, if we start seeing about, yes, The powerful aristocracy. So this is one of the important concepts. So what happens here? The aristocracy people means they were the more rich people. So how this aristocracy was there? Let us see here. Socially and politically powerful. So we can see there were the different kinds of people were there in the society. One, it is the aristocracy. The one more, it is the peasants. And the third one will also introduce in the next concept, that is the middle class or the working class people. Okay, guys, you people understood here the social the structure was, one, it is the aristocracy people, that is the richest people, the prosperous people in the society, and the second one, it is the peasants, the poor people, and the third one, it is the middle class or the working people. Yes. So as I told you people, they are the socially and politically powerful. Yes, of course, because they are the richest. But you have to understand, even though they are the socially and the politically powerful, they are the minority people. In that society, only few people were there of this kind of people. Okay. See, had a luxurious life and were the landed class. So these people were the luxurious people, and the maximum land was owned by these people even in the countryside also. Okay, and they used to speak the French language only. See, spoke French and had common marriage ties. So here what happened, in that particular culture, the society, this aristocrats used to get married only those people only, aristocracy people, because they don't want to give away their prosperity or the luxuriness to the other people. So that is the reason they used to get married only within that particular circle. Okay, and they used to speak the French. So that time the French speaking, the people who are speaking the French, that was a pride. Okay, so that shows that they are the the quite advanced people. That is the reason they used to speak the French language, and they used to get married only with that particular people. And then owned country and town houses. Even in the countryside and even in the cities, they had the property. Okay, hope you guys are understanding now, children. They had even the property within the the country, and within the towns and even the countryside also. Yes. And the next thing, numerically small, majority of population were peasants. So in the beginning only I told you people, these people were minority people. That means only the minus group, the very less people were there in that particular society. The majority population was the peasants, the poor people, this farmers were there. Hope you guys understood about this aristocracy, right? They are the socially, politically powerful, the very powerful people in the society, and they used to speak French, and they used to marry in that particular circle only, and then they own the maximum property even in the countryside and even in the cities also, and they are the very less people in the population. Excuse. Coming to the peasants, what happened? They were the majority people, but they are the poor people in the society. Yes, here we are going to see about the industrial age and the effects. So how industrialization affected the people lifestyle. See, the industrialization had the following effects. So what are those? The appearance of new social groups. So as I told you people, beginning only two groups were there. One, it is the aristocracy, and the one more, it is peasants. And the one more group was introduced, that is the working class people or the middle class people. Guys, remember, working class people or the middle class people. So here what happens, they are in the middle. They are not so rich like the aristocracy people, and they are not so poor like even the peasants. Okay, they are in the middle and the quite the educated people. See, the creation of the working class people happened due to this industrialization, and middle class comprised of industrialists, businessmen and the professionals. So here this middle class people were, who are all those people? The business, the people are the businessmen, industrialists and the professionals. And educated middle class instigated the idea of national unity. So here we can see the national unity. The idea of this national unity came from this educated middle class people. Okay, even in France also this people only started to fight against this nobilists and the clergies. So here also this middle class people started with the idea of national unity. Guys, understood, right? The society, how it has been divided. Different language speaking people were there, different kind of people were there. There is no commonality among the people. There is no unity among the people. And then we could have seen three different kinds of people. One, it is aristocrats, and the one more it is the peasants, and the third one has been introduced due to this industrialization, that is the working class people are the middle class people. Yes. And the next thing if we are going to see about, that is conservatism in 1815. What do you mean by this conservatism, children? And one more thing, in your textbook it is there like a liberalism, that we have already studied. Okay, what do you mean by liberalism, social liberalism, economic liberalism, all those things we have studied. Okay, and the next thing we are going to see about conservatism in 1850. What do you mean by this conservatism? Yes, so as I already told you people, the idea of conservatives. Who are the conservatives? Those people were giving the much importance for the tradition and their old culture. They don't want to get changed to the new society, whatever the changes which is happening in the society. Okay, they were expecting the same old tradition which they were following in the earlier. And even though if the changes is going to happen, it has to be of the slow process. See here. So once this Napoleon administration came to an end, this conservatives became very powerful. Okay, that's what here they are telling, dominant after Napoleon. So once this Napoleon administration came to an end, this conservatives started to take over the power and established traditional institutions like the monarchy and the church to remain strongly in power. So as I told you people, they were giving the much importance for the traditions and the cultures they were following in the earlier. So same here, once they came to power after the Napoleon, they started to give the, again to restore the monarchy and give the clergies, that's what the churches were started to give more power. Okay, and the next thing, efficient army and strong bureaucracy maintained. So they gave much importance even for the army. So they gave even the bureaucracy also, they started to maintain. The abolition of feudalism and serfdom. Serfdom means what, children? Yes, kind of the bonded labors. So they were trying to abolish this, the kind of feudalism and even this bonded labor kind of things. Okay, hope you guys are understanding, right, this conservatism in the 1815. So that is the immediately after the Napoleon, this conservatives people took over the power and they were giving the much importance for the their tradition and the culture which they were followed earlier.